think the kids know that it's not actually just that. Construction is so big.
It's much wider than a lot of people think.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they know that. All they see is the person outside in the rain. Oh, I ain't doing that. I said the same thing. But I don't think they're aware of it like that. It's not really pumped.
And there is countless opportunities for you. You know, with these big nuclear projects, who's to say that they're not going to become even more popular in 10, 15 years' time?
There's loads. There's so much work out there. You look at the Sizewell, Hinkley Point. The industry at civil engineering is not just what people see out on the ground, like digging a hole. You know, we're in atomic weapons establishments. We're in massive utilities up and down the country, renewable energy. There's so much. It's hard to describe.
And it's not fixed. I started off one way, as in, like multi-skilled, kind of like ground worker kind of thing, or traffic marshal. But then, you know, you get opportunities to do ganger, supervisor, and then there's lots of different routes. And I didn't even envision that I'd be doing the stuff that I'm doing now, so.
Now look at you.
Oh, now look at me.
Now
look at me.
Moving up, 6 years to be a manager. If you're willing to do a shift, isn't it? You've got to do a shift. You have to earn the way. You can't just be given.
If you're keen to learn and you're keen to crack on, it will pay off.
Yeah, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of because.
Oh, how many people have you seen come in and out of sight? But what I'm saying.
Yeah, so many. It's like, you know, but you say to them, look, just come in, just do the job, and just see how far you can go with it. And a lot of people, they just can't do it. They can't.
But then the reward.
But the reward is there.
Yeah, 100%.
If they stick at it, the reward is actually there.
Someone told me, I read it somewhere, being on time doesn't take any training. The correct attitude doesn't take any training. The ability to wanting to work doesn't take any training. So you don't need to do anything extraordinary to get the rewards out of it. You know what I mean? You've got everything there.
I usually tell people, just as long as you can show up and be there. Yeah. That's half of the.
That's the hard battle, isn't it? Actually turning up, being there.
Just come out of bed, get out of bed. I know construction's a bit early, but I said, yeah, just get out of bed, be there, and the rest will happen after that. You know.
Do you know what always comes up? Right, when people call me up saying I'm looking for work, I work for this company, they don't pay me properly. Here, you pay me every week and properly. Like something so basic that's normal and value to us. And it's not elsewhere.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is it that bad?
Yeah, we get that all the time in the office. People ring up from other companies saying, I'm not happy here, I've heard about Danny Sullivan's and they've got a good reputation, is there anything that you can offer me? And you know, we always do our best to try and find something for that person.
Yeah, I get it all the time when I'm present on site. You know, people come up to me on their break times from different companies, and the first thing they say to me is, "Oh, you're from Danny Sullivan?" Yeah, and then they go, oh, well, yeah, can you please sign me up? Is there any way I can be informed about any jobs coming up? If there's something free, take my number, let me know.
I've seen this, like people go from another agency, well, I'm just here to get paid.
Yeah.
When you speak to Sullivan, it's like, no, I believe in our values.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's more of a sense of pride in it almost, that you want to sort of do them proud in a sense. Like
as it goes at Danny Sullivan, you're going to be a better person if you work to them values, you know, be a strategic partner, include everyone, and just stick to them core family values that are embedded by the company. You know, you're not going to go wrong if you stick to them. At the end of the day, of course, it's going to make you a better person.
I think I'll be an alcoholic in 10 years. Raging. Do you know what, right? This was my old man. He worked on Old Street, done a job in Old Street, and when I was younger, every time we drove by it, your dad built that. I'm like, what?
It's a sense of pride,
I'm doing it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I said that to my kids.
We built that. In the next 100, 150 years, well, that's still going. Our name.
You are a part of history.
Yeah. I was on the boat with my mates a few weeks ago on the Thames, and then we're just pointing out, the Victoria. Yeah, I'll provide labour to that one. Albert Embankment. I've got something to do with that one. So I know, it is a sense of pride when it comes to seeing them, and when they will be completed, you can say, yeah, I was a part of that.
But it's a community as well, isn't it? You look at Hinkley Point in Bristol and that kind of area. It's built not in the middle of nowhere, but it is kind of in Bridgewater, in the middle of nowhere. The community in Bridgewater all worked on that job. So it builds communities and it betters better lives.
Yeah.
It's completely different at DSG because it's almost a little bit different to anywhere else.
Yeah.
In that sense where everything is done in that family kind of way, and there's always teamwork in all parts of the jobs, whether it be in the office or being a cleaner on site, you know.
It's it, you know what I mean? We go drinking out with your mates from site, didn't you?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
become part of a family, friend, you build that together, didn't you? You might be, oh, Joe Bloggs, yeah, he lives around the corner from me and we're on the same site. It is quite close like that as well. It's not just a job that you turn up on. You'll have mates and then you build that friendship. I mean, I've worked with people before and I've known them 20, 25 years from a job we worked on together and we're still mates.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a great place to build relationships, and then the industry is even a better place to keep them going. You know, you'll work with people, say, 10 years ago, and 2 years ago you might be on the same job as them again. So it's very, very interactive.
I met the bloody missus on site, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Did you?
Yeah, look
No
how that
way.
worked out. She's still here. Still with us, she ain't left us.
If he answers the phone, isn't it?
When he answers the phone, yeah.
Nick answers the phone. 429. What? Which calls?